Yo, what to do, everybody? It's your boy Kelly Kill TV, aka the Do Rag King. Chest Last for you and your crew. Back with some more reactions. We got the Batman review. Now, I seen the Batman when it first came out. This is a long, late. I should say late. It's not gonna be a long review, but this is a late ass review, okay, of the Batman. I've been slacking on the reactions, man, but I know what I'm about to do. I'm not gonna create no thumbnail. I'm just gonna upload the video and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just gonna upload the video without no thumbnails. You feel me? I feel like I do a lot better when I work less. You know what I mean? And it can still be good quality ass reaction, like how this one probably is gonna be. You know what I mean? I like the raw reaction shit type. You know what I mean? But overworking myself trying to create just the simplest thumbnail, man, it takes a long time. Now, somebody's at my door. I'll be right back. All right. Nobody was at my door, so I am back. Now I forgot what I was saying, but I can make a template to make some thumbnails. But I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But we got the Batman mother freaking review, okay? Now, y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but he was definitely what's his name? I always have brain farts every time I get on this motherfucker. What's his name? The guy from Twilight. I'm just calling him the guy from Twilight. The guy from Twilight, bro. Hey, man. Best Batman, bro. This movie right here, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. The only reason it's not 10 out of 10 is because I don't believe there's 10 out of 10 movies. You know what I mean? But there is 10 out of 10 movies. But you know what I mean? On the scale of 10, 10, this is about a 9, 9.5, okay? Now, I love how they did the origin type of shit. Like, they didn't even call him the Batman. They called this man Vengeance. Yeah, fucking Vengeance. They called this man Vengeance. So that's how you know this ain't really your traditional Christian Bale, George Clooney Batman type shit. Like, he young Batman. They don't even know who he really is type shit. You know what I mean? But they did the around the story. They did good. Okay, I'm over here studying shit because I kind of want to watch this shit again. You know what I mean? They did their thing. The story was good. I like how they incorporated the riddle in here. I like how it was 2 years after his parents had died. Not 2 years after, but 2 years after he became Batman. He's only been Batman for about 2 years. The intro, the best intro to a Batman movie I've ever seen. They had the best intro ever in this Batman, okay? It had me chills. And I've seen this movie twice, okay? I've seen it twice. So I'm very confident to tell you this is the best intro I've ever seen to a Batman. Catwoman did her thing. I love who they have for Catwoman. She was a great actor. What else? The Penguin was phenomenal. Shout out to the guy that played the Penguin. They had him fantastic. I'm glad he didn't look like a penguin. Falcone, great actor for Falcone. Oh my gosh. Gordon, great on Gordon. I mean, this movie was just all around great, man. The only thing people are complaining about was two things, all right? Two things I heard. One, obviously, it's long. 3 hours. It is 3 hours long. I ain't gonna cap. It is long. But it's not drawn out at all. Like, it's entertaining. And two, the Batman didn't really say anything. You know what I mean? He'll go to a crime scene and they'll say, what do you think about this, Batman? It looked like he got shot. Damn. He did get shot. That type shit. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I get it. He didn't really say too much. It was kind of just more of a Michael B. Jordan type shit. You know, he's doing a bunch of facial shit. You know what I mean? He's just doing nothing but a face and mumbling the whole time. But the action was there. The theatric scenes was there. It was good, man. But we're going to see what IGN had to say about this. And Let's see, man.
Fear is a tool. Bruce Wayne tells
Fear is
us
a
in
tool.
a gloomy voiceover early in the Batman. While he's talking about using the presence of the Batman to intimidate bad guys.
Oh, my bad. One thing too. One thing I did knock off a point. Another reason why I knocked off a point. I wanted more fight scenes. I think the fight scenes were so well done that I needed more. I didn't feel like they did. They showed enough of him fighting in this one. Definitely want to see a little bit more fighting, a little bit more intense fighting. You know what I mean? But that was just me. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion right there.
Guys, it's also possible writer-director Matt Reeves took this to heart for his approach to rebooting the famous superhero. This is the scariest Batman yet. Right from the violent opening scene, the message is clear. This is not your mother's caped crusader.
Nope.
This is
That's what I'm saying. And the beginning was the best, bro. The beginning was the best part. I ain't gonna cap, the guy that played the Riddler was nice too. He was nice. And when the jail scene is hilarious, that man was like, yo, it was like a freaking meme, dog. No cap. That shit was like a whole fucking meme. And one last thing before I unpause the video. One last thing. I do believe they can make this movie and Justice League work in unison. Now, they could do young Batman, because this is a very young Batman. So they can do a young Batman and make an origin story like this or whatever around this type. This is the type of Batman we want to see. They can make a whole new Batman series based around this. And they can still incorporate Justice League. I don't know, the studio complications or whatnot. But if they can still incorporate this into Justice League as far as like with the backstory, they could do Justice League as its own thing then. You know what I mean? Now we'll know why Bruce Wayne and, you know what I mean, well, they came to be like that. You know what I mean? So, and the Batman came like that. So I'd be kind of fire.
Angry, a white knuckle-inducing psychological thriller with a heavy dose of
That was a
crime
crazy
noir.
scene too.
And believe it or not, Reeves absolutely
I want to watch
pulls it
this
off,
again now. I ain't gonna
achieving
cap.
a grimly beautiful masterpiece.
Alright, IGN, you better say about a 9. I ain't gonna cap. Ciao, Alex Stedman.
The Batman stands on its own, but it's so
Fire ass
dripping
scene.
with cinematic references. Among the movies I thought about while watching, Zodiac, Seven, Chinatown, and Saw. You know what I
Zodiac
didn't think
was
too
crazy.
much about? Most of the previous live-action Batman movies. Its gritty realism is most similar to Christopher Nolan's trilogy, as well as 2019's Joker, but this is a refreshingly bold new cinematic take on The Dark Knight. That said, it's still very much a Batman tale in a surprisingly loyal way. It pulls from and remixes various storylines from the comics in daring yet respectful fashion,
Yeah.
all while being very different from what's been on the big screen up to this point.
That was the
On that
beginning.
note, Robert Pattinson
Whoop,
is playing a
man.
much more vulnerable human version of the orphan billionaire than we've
Robert
seen before.
Pattinson is his name. Robert Pattinson. And another thing too, the music in this movie was phenomenal. Okay, music was great in this movie.
Gone is the convincing illusion of a charismatic playboy we've seen in past iterations. Here, we get a sad weirdo who's both crippled and compelled by his unresolved trauma in a way that's gripping to watch. Pattinson's performance is crushingly painful, whether he's in or out of the batsuit.
I'm vengeance.
He meets his
I'm
match with Zoe
vengeance.
Kravitz's beautifully layered performance of Selena Kyle / Catwoman.
You got a lot of cats.
I have a thing about strays.
She's got all the slinkiness and slyness you could hope for, but like Bruce, she's also incredibly vulnerable, while simmering with the need
Yeah,
for
and that was a young Catwoman too, and that's what I liked about it too. Like everybody was young in this movie. Like this is like, it felt like a great new start to a Batman series type shit. You feel me? Like felt like a great fresh start, bro.
revenge. Plus, she and Pattinson have undeniable chemistry. Whether they're trading fists or information, it's all very hot. As for the central antagonist, Paul Dano steps into the shoes of the Riddler, giving us easily the best live-action Batman villain since Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, you heard that. He is the best since Heath Ledger Joker. He played a great Riddler. Like I thought Jim Carrey played pretty good. He played a very great sadistic Riddler, bro. Like, come on, man.
Reeves puts a modern, murderous spin on the wordsmith that's heavily inspired by the real-life Zodiac killer, and Dano sinks into the role with terrifying realism. Seriously, he managed to give me chills with a single eye movement in one scene. Whenever Pattinson and Dano face off, it's impossible to look away. Colin Farrell and Jeffrey Wright, meanwhile, are responsible for some very welcome moments of levity as the Penguin and Jim Gordon.
Hell
Farrell
yeah.
seems to be having fun under all those prosthetics, and Wright has a nice buddy cop dynamic with Pattinson, lending to some of the best campy, in a good way, detective noir moments. If that seems like a lot to stuff into one movie,
Gordon
well, the
plays.
Batman does clock in at a hefty 3 hours, so it has the time. That bladder testing runtime is mostly earned, though.
Yeah, yes,
if I
it
ever
is.
felt like the political mystery at its center wasn't keeping me glued, the story and the action would quickly rev up again, yanking me back like one of the Bat's grappling hooks.
And that's what I liked about it. Like, even though it was 3 hours, there was not a dull moment, is what I said in the beginning. Every time it felt like there was a dull moment, something crazy just happened. Or something crazy is going on right now. Like, it's about to go down type shit. You get me? Like a climax. Like, great job, man. Great job of
The last
reeling
hour
us back
makes
in.
all that build up worth it, with
Yeah.
a few big, beautiful, brilliantly choreographed action sequences.
Last hour is great.
This movie's grounded take ups the stakes in the fight scenes, and when Batman throws or takes a punch, it hurts.
Yes, every time.
Plus, the cityscape in which it all takes place is darkly gorgeous. Cinematographer Greg Fraser bathes Gotham in a palette of black and red, and his smart contrast of saturation and darkness keeps it from being monotonous. Instead, he keeps us gripped in a Gotham that mirrors other major US cities in many ways, but is still entirely its own. Michael Giacchino's sweeping, dramatic score brings it all together, creating a
And I liked how Batman didn't win at the end. Ultimately, the city got flooded and stuff. Like, okay, it was a dub, but the city got flooded. You get what I'm saying? Like, I like that in the movie, bro. I like, especially in the new, you know what I mean? I'm thinking he gonna save everything. Like, this is exactly what we wanted.
few epic moments worthy of one of comic books' most famous characters. The Batman is a gripping, gorgeous, and at times genuinely scary psychological crime thriller that
Yes,
gives
sir.
Bruce Wayne the grounded detective story he deserves. Robert Pattinson is great as a very broken Batman, but it's Zoe Kravitz and Paul Dano who steal the show, with a movingly layered Selena Kyle and a terrifyingly unhinged Riddler. Writer-director Matt Reeves managed to make a Batman movie that's entirely different from the others in the live-action canon, yet surprisingly loyal.
I'm about to go smoke. I'm about to go smoke right after this reaction for this motherfucking review, bro. I got another reaction to do. I'm gonna go get Blaze real quick because they did not just give this shit a 10 for masterpiece. I am changing it to a 10 as well. This is the first time I've ever said a 10 on the motherfucking movie, man. This is the first time I have ever said a 10 on any reaction.
To Gotham lore as a whole. Ultimately, it's one that
Gotta-
thoroughly earns its place in this iconic character's legacy. For more DC reviews, check
Man, I gotta rewind it back to a 10, bro. That right there. Oh, let me get that. Yeah, gotta get that because a 10. Hey, man. As always, man, your boy Killer Kill TV, aka the Do Rag King. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace out.